Next speaker, James Chandler, followed by Shar Williams. Mr. Chandler, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Council. My name is James Chandler, a previous write-in candidate for City Council, District 1. My address is toward my petition I brought forth, 2026-009, Agenda 20.1. Um, I sent emails regarding what can be done and that the petition can go through. This complaint raises two urgent failures. First, Detroit residents are not being educated on debt limits or on what Michigan and Detroit can legally do as a home rule city. Second, the city is failing to fully enforce its own charter powers. Under Detroit Charter Sections 1102 and 1103, the city has comprehensive home rule authority that must be interpreted liberally in favor of local power. When higher governments interfere with Detroit's ability to regulate price gouging and protect residents, that violates the 10th Amendment and the Charter's Declaration of Rights. Price gouging is a direct threat to public welfare, and Detroit has the legal authority to set stronger local protections than the state. This petition must be processed in full and under home rule without elimination because Detroit has the right to protect its people beyond state minimums. And I even tried to minimize it. I circled the ones that you could do if it was still a problem to push the whole thing. As again, home rule, you can push the whole thing. Um, uh, so I know Benson said last week he wanted to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We can't do that. They said it's a lot. The petition is a lot, but that's what happens when you let debt build up. It's going to be a lot, and this is what the people we I have the signatures. The people this is what we want the petition to go through. So I'm standing on that, and we have home. We can't deny it.
Thank you so much. Member Pro Tem.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, do you have like a charter amendment, or do you have some language you're talking about proposing, or do you?
Yes, I just
Okay,
mentioned the charter.
because that things like if you want to do that, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but I would assume the best way to go about that would be through circulating petitions.
I believe I was talking with the Department of Law, the Detroit
Okay.
Law. So
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not sure if y'all was still going
I
through.
didn't know if you got that far.
Yeah,
But you said
they
you
said
had.
that last week.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
But if you had something you can send that to me, I would appreciate it because I don't know if it can get chartered, but some of that stuff you talk about in terms of price gouging, I know with new technology we can, talk about how that
It's
information
been like
affects
that for.
us, have analytical breakdowns of that and what can be done, state, local, whatever. But I just need to know what that is so I can read it and then put it through my analyses, and then we may be able to present something where we don't have to go to charter. If you still want to, that's fine.
Yeah, I
But I'm
sent the
just saying,
petition to everybody, so everything in it.
yeah.
Thank you. So
Okay.
the other thing I will say is that I don't know if you have any specific price gouging issues that you have in mind,
Oh,
but if so, there is an agency now that's the Secretary of State's office that receives those complaints, Consumer Protection Agency, I believe it is. I don't know if you've taken that route up to this point, but you have the opportunity and availability to do that above and beyond, and the AG as well. So
is that
we
the
can't go
CFPB?
back and forth. I know you have
Okay.
a petition before us, and we will be
Hmm.
discussing that petition later on in this meeting. Thank you so much. Ms. Shar Williams?
Hello, can anyone hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, today,
I also do not have an issue with giving my email out. As you know, anyone,
Item 18.8 for a day to be determined. Any objections? Seeing none, that action shall be taken. For the Public Health and Safety Standing Committee from the Office of Contracting and Procurement.
Councilmember Santiago Romero, 7 resolutions, line items 19.1 through 19.7. Contract number 3088925, 100% blight funding to provide an emergency demolition for the commercial property 14441 West McNichols, contractor Inner City Contracting LLC. Total contract amount, $25,800. Construction and demolition. Contract number 308-9299, 100% blight funding to provide an emergency demolition for the commercial property, 4420 St. Alban. Contractor, Inner City Contracting LLC. Total contract amount, $73,500. Construction and demolition. Contract number 308-9302, 100% blight funding to provide an emergency demolition for the commercial property, 7089 Michigan. Contractor, Inner City Contracting LLC. Total contract amount, $68,000. Construction and demolition. Contract number 308-9527, 100% blight funding to provide an emergency demolition for the commercial property, 11780 Ohio. Contractor, Adamo Demolition Company. Total contract amount, $292,655. That's for construction and demolition. Line item 19.5. Contract number 308-9760, 100% blight funding to provide an emergency demolition for the commercial property, 115 Harper. Contractor, Inner City Contracting LLC. Total contract amount, $29,000. That's construction and demolition. Contract number 308-976.
And move line item 20.2 to committee with discussion. Member Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you to Pro Tem, since Pro Tem moved it to committee, I'm wondering which committee, because there are so many different items that are included within the request. Which committee are we proposing?
Motion to approve, move line item 20.2 to Neighborhood Community Services Standing Committee.
So there's two motions that I've been corrected we have to do separately. So first, there is a motion to approve this item for a discussion before City Council. Any objections? Seeing none, that action shall be taken. There's another motion that has been made. Member Pro Tem, if you can restate that motion to send to.
Motion to move line item 20.2, no, hold on. Motion to approve line item 20.2, move it to Neighborhood Community Service Standing Committee.
There's a motion to send line item 20.2 to Neighborhood and Community Services Standing Committee for the opportunity for the individual to speak. Any objection? Seeing none, that action shall be taken. So much. We'll now move on to the new business portion of the agenda from the Office of Contracting and Procurement.
Councilmember Santiago Romero, a resolution, line item 21.1, contract number 6007.
So my petition was 20.2. They approved it. And they, for me to come and speak again. But it's a good thing they approved it. So it's just the proof that they approved it. They approved the petition. I just gotta hope they go through with it, keeping their word.